Thank you for watching our video. In the last video, I told about how I got a job in Japan. I finally got a job in an English school in Japan. But another problem happened. I spoke too quick. And the owner said, I gave you the visa, you speak too quick, the students don't understand you. I was very sad. I was released from a job in Taiwan, I got a job in Taiwan. I got a job in Japan, I was let go of the job in Japan. But this was a very great thing that happened when I lost the job, because I had keys to the entire city of Nagoya, Japan. I got to teach all over. I taught at universities, I taught at private schools, I had private students, I had company classes. I taught so many different classes, it was wonderful. And the top university in Japan ended up contacting me and they said, would you like to teach one class at our school? I said, me? A lifelong failure? I couldn't barely make it through high school, barely made it through the first year of college, and I'm going to teach in the Harvard of Japan, which is Waseda University. So I got to teach there for several years. When I left Japan, I was very sad I lost that class. So teaching in Japan was wonderful. I got to know the culture, and we asked my wife's mother if I could get married to her. She said she wants $1 million dowry. I'm from a poor family in New York. I did not have $1 million. So we were together, not together. We lived in separate places, prayed for a year, and suddenly she gave us the green light. She said, you could marry her, just treat her good. So we married, and we had two beautiful girls in Japan. One was born in Nagoya, the other was born in Kanazawa. I got to love Japanese culture, the food, the people. It was a polite culture, but the time I could not teach, I had to learn how to teach. So from that first school letting me go, one teacher was leaving Japan. He said he's selling all his books. It was like over $1,000 worth of books. He sold me them for maybe $60 or $80. I had a huge box of books. I went thumbed through all those books and I found some really good ideas. I became very popular, a very popular teacher in Japan. I had so many classes, in fact, I had to give them to a Japanese friend of mine that spoke fluent English. And I learned to love the people of Japan. Sometimes I would have sumo wrestlers sit across from me on the subway. They were huge, they were bright, they had wild outfits on, and it was exciting. And I was teaching I got a job in an old girls 2-year college. I think it turned to 4-year now, in the mountains of Kanazawa. It was beautiful, and it was snow. Beautiful snow was there. I used to walk through a graveyard to go to school, and I enjoyed it so much. The nature was so, so beautiful. And where I'm from in New York, it's flat. That area in Kanazawa was so lovely. There was mountains in the background. I walked on a large hill to go to school, not a mountain, but it was up on a hill to school, and the scenery was beautiful everywhere. There was rice fields on the lower area. A river went near Kanazawa, and it was ice and snow, but I loved it, and the kids loved it too. The students loved it, and I learned really how to teach better and better and better in those places. Thank you for listening.